What's up? I'm Gross. Welcome. Episode 7, Link Click. We had a hell of an episode to kind of end it. Hell of an ending, at least, to the last episode. And it is me absolutely excited to figure out exactly what's going to happen here. I can only record one video here, so I'm really hoping that the arc ends here, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be kind of pissed that I have to wait multiple days to get this over with. Really excited to kind of see what happens with finding this kid now, the person who just got kidnapped. I'm wondering if he is dead or not, because we don't actually know the outcome, because he's never been found or recovered. I wonder who the person that took him, if it's some sort of organization or group that's working towards it, if it's just one person, if that's the person that can relate to the other murders and stuff within the future that occur. What exactly is going to happen now that we have our two characters here meeting up while they're in different timelines, kind of changing the past and altercations and stuff that can happen. But will any of that matter if there's no real node in this situation, right? Of the kid dying anyways could be the thing that results that nothing matters really here if they end up contacting each other, but he could get held up by not being able to chase after them, by being held up in this conversation or something. So I'm very, very excited to see how they're going to play around and tiptoe around, the altercations and stuff that they're going to end up making. If you like it all, hit the like and subscribe to me a lot to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion. Leave in the comments about this episode or series. Let's go on episode 7.
期间，你一定要低调做人，就像从没出现过。
Yeah, about that. About that.
过去的任何事情。
About that.
你怎么会在这儿？蛇角石，你不是和陆光出国了吗？
Why are you here? Okay.
他们不是说好暑假结束前才回来吗？
Where did the kid go? Does this override her memory, though, of the kid who just ran away? She's gonna give him a call. What if his other version answers or some shit? Can that happen still? They went into a hideout somewhere, dude. She got us distracted and we got fucked. Oh no, dude. The bear's just circling. He doesn't even know. That's so cool. I love that.
失败。
Damn. Damn. Alright, brother.
抱歉，两个，还是没能在监控视频里找到线索。
没事儿，你们愿意帮我，我就很感激了。
Right.
其实我大学那会儿，
She's
经常
gonna
去你店里
say.
买奶茶。豆豆被拐走的那天，我正巧经过，但我看着他被人牵走，却无动于衷。
As long as you search too, in your mind, he's not gone. As he cries. What were I wonder what the issues were that we ran into each other there then. Did it cause anything to change? Yeah, I feel like he's gone, buddy.
我就说你的存在感很低。
闭嘴，你个老阴阳师！
对了，亮哥，你那儿还有没有案发当时其他的照片资料？
生怕里面有些资料被弄丢，没准
Damn
用上了。
Damn.
一旦开始营业，
Could we use
就
that
很少拍
though?
生活照了，实在太忙。等等，往前翻，让我看一下上一张。对对，就这张。哦，这张谁拍的？这张
Was it him?
是豆豆拍的，他以前经常拿我的手机下来些东西，
Oh.
我都给存起来了。
That was when it happened.
案发当天拍的。
What do you mean you don't have any? Oh, because I guess you didn't have any of him. Not just ones taken, though. They showed that the whole time, too. I never even realized he could have been taking a picture.
亮哥，麻烦借下手机。
Oh, we're in the gold, bro. We know exactly where he is. We in the green, boys. There we go. Oh, we about to find out where we're being fucking hit out. I was thinking that we could just use one from like a week before and then see if there's something in the area that like might be like a hideout.
Shit.
Maybe my line of thinking of the whole change in the past thing in the previous one was wrong. Maybe it's because they didn't change any outcome at the end, so it doesn't matter. I keep saying that, but like I truly don't know. No, don't go anywhere. Just sit
时间
there.
点，这人贩子怎么就能光明正大
Yeah.
把豆豆给拐走了呢？
Did he just run away and then somebody grabbed him when he was in the
机会就这一次了。
我一定要把这
like in an alley or something?
绳之以法。
A little ball. Does he go to bring it and then they fucking just grab him? Can I have this? Hello, ma'am. So, what the fuck? She like angry. I don't like it. Oh, okay. Ugh. Oh, we got the face.
怎么这么好玩？
Don't smell that. That's gonna knock him out. It's over.
原来是这样。
So he won't make any noise or do anything. He'll just.
这感觉不受控制。
He's got no control either.
糟糕。视线
Just keep your eyes open. We just need to see where you went.
程小石，程小石，
去看看，也不知道现在
Oh.
啊，程小石，
And then they see him from the other time, so they overlap? Wait.
豆豆，
哎呀，对不起啊，豆豆，爸爸来晚了。
啊，刚才静静被他妈
Is
妈
this just
接走
a memory we're picking
不
out?
要我了，是这里只是
The Star of Justice. Hmm.
爸爸是为了帮你找三星勇士，所以才迟到了。那么，能不能请你原谅老爸呀？
还好意思说呢，不都怪你！地摊上买个玩具还砍价，让你快点走，还在那跟人家老板磨嘴皮子。
哎呦，
Similar to how she was just trying to get him to stop, and then he gave the kid the phone to like calm him down and stop him from bugging her. Okay, well, where are we? Scout out the area, please. Buddy is nervous. It looks like a letter. What do we got? Nothing? No?
红太阳招待所。
我搜下看看。
Right up
市
the
里没有这
street.
家招待所，
Oh, what the
但全
fuck?
国叫红太阳的招待所大大小小30多家。
Damn, she got you out of
把
there.
你转移出市区，找个地方先藏起来了。
Damn. So how the fuck do I get it? This is like in a pocket, or is it just gonna be on the shelf? Oh. She's gonna wake up as he's unzipping it. Be like out of a horror scene, bro. Come on. Just gotta look up, it's just gonna be eyes staring at you. Oh, she's waking up, Oh. She's just gonna open them, bro. She's gonna open them. Oh no. Come on. Bro, honestly, just pull it down and duck under the bed. Dude, they're getting me so sketched. Oh, we got the ID.
身份证。该死，
Oh.
把剑给缠住了。
She's gonna wake up. 5 seconds. Just look at it. Okay. Ugh. I think we had like 55 seconds. I thought we had 5. Or like a minute or something.
好啊，原来他叫梅皮叶，
May.
身份证号是594。
Write this down. Uh-oh.
要效没办法来这个。
This might change. The run. Why? The child. Get that motherfucker a contract to get him in the ring right now. What?
这办事他挺厉害。你们看好了啊，
Oh, we're gonna apply this. That's awesome.
上西天，
That's
杀
awesome.
伤力极强，一般这孩子的身体
这个小兔崽
I would have fucking killed her if it was me.
又哭又闹，都是我打他们。
Oh.
还敢在这里口出狂言，真看不下去，这得让我来好好教训教训你。
She doesn't even look bad, bro. He's just like, do it.
你说什么屁话呢？
Bro, she's gonna die.
命中注定，3年后会被抓捕归案，
In 3 years, you will be taken down.
得多行善事，未来还能争取个宽待。我是你祖宗。
And we back. The drastic change. Bro, what? Now we're gonna go find the fucking kid. We know of her, so we can try and track her down. But the thing is, if she used this to sell off the kid or do something, he might be gone already.
从哪儿弄来的人贩的信息啊？你就别卖关子了。
Oh, so they found the kid
我这几
too?
年找孩子，积累了不少人脉。天底下总有好心人，不是吗？
Wonder if like
孩子3
she can snap into it the moment she sees the kid.
这可急不来。
Yeah. Or if she's gonna be out of it for some time still, or maybe always. Damn, they found the kid just like so she was just running the whole operation. She just wasn't like the fuck. That's probably so big. He's gonna be saluting. Yo.
豆豆，
Same scene we saw before when they come in with the gift, but this time
豆豆，
you're the gift.
对不起，爸爸来晚了。
Oh, it's the same thing.
是三星勇士，
He's green, I'm pink, and he's red. Oh no.
变幻之心，点亮光
Oh, that's so cute.
一之星，唤起希望。
我们是三星勇士。
对不起，豆豆，爸爸是为了帮你
Instead of
复
having,
兴你
aww,
所以才迟到的。
aww.
能不能求你原谅老爸？
爸爸，
豆豆，
太好了，家人团聚。
And you finally were able to do something useful with your job. Feel like you finally did something, and there wasn't no point to go back and do things. And she can feel redeemed. Ah, they got this. They brought her on the same fucking car.
真的没再犯过一个孩子，而且我把这个小祖宗当
That's not the point. You stole the fucking kid.
祖宗正看着你呢。
祖宗，哎呀，祖宗显灵了。
So stupid.
你叫程小石是吧？那个叫陆光的白毛小子是你的搭档吧？而这个叫乔玲的小女孩，
Oh.
也就是网上吹嘘的神婆，
Oh.
其实只是个幌子。真正有能力进入照片的人，是你吧？
哎，
I got the glow. We don't do that over here. Oh, and they see him on the fucking cameras, don't they? Dude,
这人有啥
dude.
问题吗？
那你倒是给我解释一下，你为何会出现在3年前奶茶店门口的监控里？别紧张，
You're not in any trouble or anything. I just, I'm trying to track someone down.
见的照片资料，
Come on, Emma.
帮个忙。
接任务前，
I'm the one in charge here. Yeah, I'm the one who's gonna look through all this shit to find out. Is it Emma? It is. Oh. They end every episode so fucking good. Eh? Just awesome. The show knows how to end things so good. Every episode ends on like a cliffhanger or something that gets you like, oh fuck, like what's about to happen next. Also, I just want to point out, I'm happy I watched the OVA and put that included in between here, because if I didn't, that one scene would have been like not making any sense. Well, all went really well, I would say, for the most part, with this mission. Despite us failing the first time, but being able to later on find photos and things to do, it leaves me with questions regarding exactly how I guess the whole system of stuff here works. So because we entered and changed the timeline slightly in the past, we were able to still have that remain going into the future. So we completely overrid it. But then when we went in the second time, we didn't overwrite it the same way again by having the black hair guy still in the past, if that makes sense. Was it just simply because he didn't go back in his own body? So had he gone back in and it was literally just him again, then we would have had the opportunity to completely correct that mistake. But because we couldn't, he was stuck in there. That's a situation I'm wondering. Another thing I was wondering was I was thinking, at least specifically, the girl seeing the kid being taken away and then being caught up and running into her friend would cause like a thing where she would forget the memory of the kid, and then it would cause problems. But then we come back and we talk to the dad and like explain the situation. That wasn't the case. So I'm starting to think, specifically because that didn't seem to be the case, it might have been something that was like, now she really can't forget that moment, because at first she was like, what the fuck, like when she saw the kid being taken away, but then she ran into somebody else, so it was even more of a pivotal moment that she was remembering, and she wasn't like overwriting one thing with another thing, if that makes sense. She was remembering both of those in that scenario. So I think that's probably the route that they went more so there. But I think that's really interesting, the slight change that we make to the past here of constantly being told don't do these certain things has completely resulted in the feeling of what's going to happen here with the police catching on to our activities and the things that we're doing. But it also related really well, specifically talking about the ancestors and stuff, to the lady at the end there. I think a majority of like us going through the motions and figuring out exactly who took the kid in the situation with that was rather straightforward. But it's the intricacies regarding like what's happening with the altered timelines or the altered like pasts and everything, as well as exactly the effects that this kind of has on our characters, while it hasn't been explored yet, but the things that it can kind of mean. Specifically regarding last episode, how we talked about the job not feeling like it was actually like producing anything. All we were doing was going back to, because we were just paid to in a way, but we weren't using our powers or our abilities for any good. We weren't doing anything that was beneficial towards a better future or anything along those lines. Specifically, if there's certain nodes in the way and we can't change those, what's it gonna matter, right? But now being able to have somebody who was completely taken out of wanting to like continue doing this because of the way that all of this stuff was kind of bubbling up on him and making him feel, he was able to have an experience here where he was able to use his power to go in the past and basically correct something here in the future and bring a family together, where we talked about before, he has a specific close relationship, or close, not relationship, but I guess like personal, I can't think of the right word, but something closer and personal to him, specifically of the separation with family and parents and stuff along those lines. So this was a perfect thing to kind of get him back into it and make him realize the good things that he's kind of causing and the things that he can do by helping out with this case and figuring everything out, which I think was really good, being able to see him kind of come forward and really turn a new page here and be able to understand the good things that he's kind of done. While he hasn't openly expressed that yet, I'm sure that sentiment's going to kind of hit him and he's going to realize the things that he did. But it was also good for our other characters to realize that there is good things that can kind of come out of this, as well as our main girl being able to fully understand and correct her mistakes in a way, the things that she felt bad about, and being able to finally open up to this guy about the situation that happened and what she felt like she did wrong, taking like a weight off of her shoulder in a way. The situation was set up rather, I guess, kind of how I expected in a way, that we would go in, we would specifically find out where she took the kid, if it was like a certain location, and then maybe figure out who people are in a way to kind of track them down and track down where the kid possibly could be in the future, or I guess in the present. But instead, they took it more a route. I thought that this was like a whole operation or group probably. Instead, it seemed like it was just an individual lady kind of doing this. So instead, we were able to take it an easy route of the kid basically got fucked over and got drugged and everything, but we were able to wake up beforehand, figure out her ID, like her name and everything, get all the info that we need, and be able to track her down and kind of just hope that she didn't sell off the kid or do something with them, and be able to find her and reconnect the family, which I think worked out rather well. And I really liked it. Definitely not, I guess, the emotional punch that the previous arc definitely had to end it, but it still did its job. The end scene with all of them dressing up as like the different superheroes or Power Ranger things or whatever they were, as like a direct mirror of the situation of what happened before when they were running late and the parents were running after the kid, and then being able to give him the gift of these things to be like as an apology, but not being able to give him the gift of the actual like people being there almost. It was really, really cool. Where we're headed next is what's, I think, most interesting though, wondering exactly the direction that they're going to choose to take things now that the police are kind of involved and fully understand what's going on with the job and everything. Realizing that we're not getting them in trouble for the things they did, but hoping that we can use their help in a way. This kind of gets me a little nervous because we can use this in a positive way, specifically following the police and helping them out in certain situations like this, uncovering the killer of Emma and all these other situations, especially if it's the same person, like a serial killer out there or something over and over, and being able to finally put this person to an end and lock them up. That would be very beneficial. But the problem can also become, they become very reliant, or the cops at least become very reliant on us and our business and the things that we do, and basically force us into doing a lot of jobs and things that we kind of don't want to do, maybe underfunding kind of things, and being undercompensated is the thing I'm looking for, and forced into doing these jobs because they can immediately just be like, oh, you're doing some illegal shit over here and we can kind of just lock you up if we want to, right? Like something like a threatening way almost, that can kind of put a damper on the things that we're kind of doing here and cause a problem with our business and everything. So I'm hoping that we don't go down like a negative route regarding that, where we're just kind of being used almost, instead of just being like, oh, we need you for help on this one case. But they could also like form a connection with us and make it like a special, like unique bond that we almost have, or a special circumstance type of thing, where it's like every time we have something that we really can't figure out on our own, we can use you to help, instead of forcing a reliance where we're like, we need you every single time to like do something. But yeah, that definitely does get me really, really nervous that they're gonna go a route where we're gonna become basically used and it's not gonna end up going well. Specifically tying Emma back into this too was really, really cool since the beginning episode, and being able to tie everything up perfectly here, bringing it back in. It makes me believe we'll do 4 episodes for the next arc, which is rather interesting, longest one that we'll end up having. But I feel like that means it's going to be the one that has the most moving parts and the grandest of them all. So I'm really curious to see how they handle it, especially because the goal at the end of the day would simply just be to find the killer, and not really change anything, because we can't change the nodes in any of these situations. So we still lose Emma and everybody at the end of the day. So this would just be another one of those situations where we can use our ability to go back in time to be able to find us a beneficial thing towards making and correcting the present that we're in, and being able to help people presently. So it might not be something that helps in the past with the things that we did, but be able to fully understand that. I also wonder like the situation that we could find ourselves into if we go back, maybe through Emma or something. Maybe we find another photo of like that night or something. I doubt that's going to be the case, but if we did, or maybe it was like one of the other people who ended up getting killed, and we can kind of go back through there. What happens if we find ourselves in a situation where we still get killed in that moment? Do we just immediately snap out of the photo that we're in, or do we literally have to get trapped there basically and live through that and become that person at that moment? Like what would be the situation regarding that? Would be really curious to end up having to find that out. So I'm interested in a bunch of different ways that they can kind of do this, but I'm assuming we're going to set all of these next 4 episodes up and kind of conclude it all within one big arc here, which would be rather interesting. It's going to be all from me though. Very much enjoyed this. Very much have been enjoying everything regarding the show. A couple more to go. Very excited to see what's going to happen and get into this next arc. If you liked it all, hit the like and subscribe. Do mean a lot to me. Feel free to check out the other videos on the channel. Leave any comments about this episode or this series. I'll be back for episode 8, probably the next day after you're seeing this one. And yeah, you guys have a good one. See ya.